By any standard, the real estate market at the moment is generating unprecedented interest. The question is, how do you get the attention of an increasingly better educated client base? Buyers and sellers alike have a voracious appetite for property information about their area. Area profile booklets are the perfect answer for the current mood. You may have noticed these types of publications popping up in your letterbox. They contain sales data and historical trends of all properties sold in your suburb or postcode over a given period of time. Personalise your report with your own properties and profiles highlighting and demonstrating your successes. Area profile booklets are available both in hard copy and online versions. The high retention rate of the hard copy version makes it an ideal product to letterbox drop and generate your next inquiry, whilst the online version can be sent to your existing database, eager to know the latest market trends in your area. Want to know more about area profile booklets? Click the More Information button or contact our Printforce specialist to discuss various options available.
Hello and welcome to the show. A few weeks ago I spoke in this show to Patrick Hill from Property Realm. Just to recap, Property Realm is a free app that provides property professionals with access to personalised, multi-channel, industry-specific alerts directly to their smartphones. The brains behind Property Realm, Patrick Hill, who I spoke to in the program, claims that it's going to save industry professionals up to 30 days a year by automating some communication tasks. REB Innovator of the Year winner, Raine Horne at Terrigal, has adopted the technology, and the agency principal, Brett Hunter, joins me. Brett, welcome to the show and congratulations on the award, by the way.
Thank you very much. Yeah, look, it's the season of awards at the moment, and when we realised how many people and what ideas had been nominated for the Innovator of the Year award, it was just an honour to be a finalist, to be up there and to take the gong nationally. You know, real honour to everything that we've done. And then recently, we also won 2 nights ago the REI NSW Awards for Excellence for Innovation as well. Same idea, same product. So that's there's just so much happening in this space. So we're pretty happy to have that sort of acknowledgement from the industry.
Yeah, well, it's fantastic. And I want to talk to you about the industry and technology generally. But before I do that, I mentioned in the intro there Property Realm, and that you had taken it up as well. I understand it's not only you, that the entire Raine Horne group have embraced the idea as well. How's that working?
Yeah, so the whole group has the opportunity. It's not something that head office are rolling out, but certainly there's a lot of Raine Horne members, and particularly the ones who consider property management and that element of their business to be very, very important. And I know some industries, some salespeople I'm only focused on sales, but certainly the Realm product that we use in our property management system is fantastic for our property managers, for our tenants, and for our owners.
Yeah, well, I mentioned there in the opening that I spoke to Patrick a couple of weeks ago, Patrick Hill. Now, this technology is pretty near and dear to your heart. Well, not only that, but it was created in your backyard, I believe.
Yeah, certainly. So Patrick and I, we're both from the Central Coast. So, you know, the opportunity to have something that's world class, world first, and sort of industry breaking to come out of 2 guys on the Central Coast who sit in offices nearby each other, and we share ideas and you know, take this technology forward. So the way it came about was I expressed to Patrick the problems that property managers have. And those problems I defined to him were repetitive questions from tenants and owners who need information and who always forget their, you know, landlord or tenant log-on portal, or don't find the answers they're looking for, or most importantly, something happens after hours and we want to give the right amount of service to make it happen for them, and we don't get that opportunity. So that was what I expressed to him, and he came back and said, there's some great tech, I've connected this bit and it's all working together, let me demonstrate it for you. And it was at that point that the concierge 24/7 talk to Google structure came about. And so the way that works, if I can, it takes the voice activation of Google, so you can talk to your Google Mini or your Google Assistant. It then acknowledges who you are, so it knows that I'm a tenant. It knows where I'm a tenant, which real estate office and which property. It connects to that database. It queries the database, so the Property Me or the Vault RE or the Property Tree database, queries that, gets the answer that's specific to my tenancy and gives it back to me. And all of this happens in milliseconds of time.
It's quite phenomenal, really. And, I'm amazed with things like Siri and Google. When I talk to them, they not only recognize my voice, they know where I live, they give me the local weather. So it's just incredible technology. I'm totally blown away by it. I've got to say, I jumped, when I spoke to Patrick, I jumped on the website and had a look at that cute little kid doing the demonstration.
Right.
Whose child is that, by the way?
Yeah, that's Patrick's son.
Is it? Yeah. Well, worth a look. It's so cute, that child too. Hey, mate, can we just talk about the award? Because that's the purpose in me talking to you, apart from wanting to get a little bit more information about Property Realm. But the REB award that I mentioned, the Innovator of the Year, was very hotly contested, as you said earlier. Mate, to me, this obviously singles the growing importance of innovation in the industry. So what does innovation look like to you?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And in fact, for the award, we had to submit a video of me talking about what innovation meant. So it's not just tech. It could be an interesting way to solve a problem is probably the best definition, because innovation doesn't come without hardship. There's got to be a problem that we're solving. Innovation often comes with friction because people want to resist change. And so there's been necessary changes behind the scenes. And then often people label the tech as the bit of the innovation, but often it's the process or the mindset of the user that has to be made to be innovative as well. So ultimately, I think we need to be agile in our processes as well, so that when new tech comes along, like Realm, and using AI to talk to our clients and take away lots of problems that we solve daily, but each problem takes us 10 minutes. And if we can save 10 or 15 of those, all of a sudden I've got volumes of time to actually increase the level of our service. So the innovation for me is about what can I do? What's the opportunity cost once I employ this tech? And that's where I think innovation really comes to the forefront in Australia, because we're agile and, our industry is very ready for new ideas. You take some of the ideas that have been implemented or some of the ideas that are on the stage at the awards, and you take them to other well-established countries, and I'm talking about the UK or into Europe or even parts of the States, they will be challenged because their processes will be so robustly rigid that they just can't adopt it in an appropriate fashion.
It's interesting, we talked there about the industry, and I'm always curious to get anyone's view, especially someone who's won an award, because you're obviously up there for a reason. But let's talk about the industry. Realistically, how good are we as an industry at developing and, I guess more importantly, adapting new tech into our business?
Let me hit the second part first. I think we're exceptionally good at adapting. I think we're very good implementers in our industry, almost to our detriment. We're happy clickers, we're happy subscribers, and we're happy to put something in place to see if it works. And we're often the first people to unsubscribe as well. So I think we have as an industry, we have that agile, I want the new thing. But to make it work, we need to be prepared to invest, as I said before, in that back end process or our mindset to make sure that we're letting go of something as well. I have a friend who says he's not allowed to buy a new pair of pants or a shirt unless he throws one out. And I think we have to have the same mindset. We need to be prepared to say that process worked a decade ago, it doesn't work now, I'm replacing it with this one. And as a result, I've turned one off and one on. And that's probably some of the challenge. Let me answer that first part of the question now. I think the biggest problem with our industry is that we just don't have enough scale in terms of people to buy our product for us to build mass. And so as a result, we are a net exporter of good ideas. Australia exports great ideas to the world so that we can find more mouths to buy our product. And that will always be our problem and our blessing. We're a small population on a large geographic area. We have a great lifestyle. But the problem for the prop tech space is the fact that we have to go overseas to get large scale development.
Yeah, therein lies another problem too, and that is the it's got to come from my own backyard, or I'm just not interested. I mean, I've struck many people and looked at some tremendous technology and innovations, and you try to crack into, say, the American or the UK market, and they'll say, well, what do Australians know about this? I mean, it is in some ways, pardon the brick wall behind me, but it's like coming up against a brick wall.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know some ideas from Australia have gone big overseas, and, congratulations to them. They're paving the way, and I think they are allowing people to realize that Australia is actually a really good litmus test or petri dish for good ideas. Bring it down here. If it works here, it'll work anywhere. So, I like that about our industry. I also like the fact that we're not afraid to say, my idea is great and it will work overseas, and I'm prepared to jump on a plane and go and talk to 50 or 100 investors over there to get the money to roll it out. And, there are classic examples of people who are doing that right now. And I think Property Realm has a huge opportunity to do that overseas as well, particularly because, as, friends of mine in the VC industry state, it's not geographically limited. It'll work anywhere. You can turn it on really quickly. You don't need, hours of training, one video, and you'll see how it works. And it helps the client and it helps the property managers. So it's not putting in place to detriment one and benefit the other. It's actually beneficial for both.
Yeah, well said. And I just wanted to backtrack a little bit on what I said as well about overseas influences. I think if the product is good, like Property Realm, it is going to be embraced, because the one thing that I do know is that in some of these overseas countries, if it's good, they will embrace it very, very quickly. So all the best to you on that platform. Mate, just in closing, I really appreciate you giving me your time. Tell me about the piece of tech or the technology that you're keeping an eye on right now.
So the biggest disruptor and the biggest thing that I think we should all watch is the well-implemented artificial intelligence. We are in a service industry. As a service industry, we are constantly being challenged to deliver better service at a cheaper price. And the only way we're going to be able to meet that mission statement is by streamlining our back-end processes and our administration. Now, artificial intelligence, we're seeing less than 1% of the potential impact it's going to have on our industry. And even that 1% is massive. We can have good conversations that are relevant either via SMS or Facebook Messenger or email. And we can do this, or Google, speaking to your phone. So we can do this and have a proper conversation with our tenants and landlords. And I think the artificial intelligence is going to change because it'll take a lot of administration away from us and be able to give better service. The other thing I'm really watching is data. So artificial intelligence means better customer service because it takes admin away. The second thing I think we need to watch is our data itself. We are at the point now where we've probably collected and will continue to collect more and more and pass the critical mass of data so that we can behaviorally predict what's going to happen. And that will mean better service as well. But it also means that if I've got a call list of 45 people, my data will say, these are the 3 I need to call first. And so my time, even doing the manual pieces that I can't get rid of and don't want to get rid of, I'll still get better at those as well. So I think things that use data really well and the ability for artificial intelligence to either look into data or look into conversation pieces, that's going to change our world in the next 2 years. That's all I'm giving it, 24 months.
Wow, that is quite incredible. And we know how fast technology moves too, but that, predictive analytics is really quite incredible to see where that can take us. It can help us build relationships so much faster as well. Hey, Brett, Hunter, it's fantastic talking to you, my friend. I always really enjoy our conversations, and congratulations again to you and the team on winning that fabulous award. Brett, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks very much. Have a great day.
Hi everyone, my name's Nick and I'm the Country Manager here at Beepo. We offer outsourcing services for real estate agencies that are looking to become significantly more productive and efficient. Let me give you a bit of a rundown about how our real estate team actually works. At Beepo, we have many positions to assist our clients in the real estate industry. These include sales assistants, trust account and marketing staff. We also have a couple of our most popular products, the property management assistants and Rock End property assistants.